So we're gonna pick a random one today, and which better way to do that is with the cartoon collection tapes. But which one? So as I've previously mentioned, these public domain tapes were mass-produced and relied heavily on a selling point. The selling point being the main character, and then a couple of extras. I do wonder if they knew what they were selling the kids, but hey, that's a story for another time. Anyway, amongst the many main promoted was the mascot of the Walter Lance Company, Woody Woodpecker. Who can forget this guy's voice and laugh? Fun fact, that laugh was originated by, here's a shock for you, Mel Blanc. Wow, he worked for every single studio back then, didn't he? The good news about these tapes was that they were giving the VHS generation a look at some great characters' classic work. And since the distributors weren't bound by studio rules, they can mix it up any way they want, giving us a really huge variety. However, some studios were a little bit more careful of which one of their films fell into the public domain. So in the case of Woody, for example, every single one of these tapes always included the same cartoon, Pantry Panic. Yeah, if you grew up with these tapes, you were really familiar with this one, weren't you? The cartoon isn't bad, mind you, it's just a few things about it, like, first off, it's the earlier version of him. Cartoon evolution always astounded me. It's amazing seeing some of these characters' transitions. But Woody? Well, just look at it. The humor, though, is spot on, though it is odd seeing him more demented than in control, but that fits with the story. So here's the basic plot. He doesn't fly south for winter, he gets snowed in, he gets hungry, and he goes up against a hungry cat, and basically they try to eat each other. There's always little things about this film I remember. My personal favorite is how he's staring down death in the face in one scene. It's actually pretty intense. But the one thing I will never forget is the aftermath of him and the cat chasing the moose. Jeez, this is like Toby Hooper level gruesome. Outside of this film's occasional nightmare fuel, though, I do really like it. It's typical fun of the era, colorful, and filled with a lot of fast-paced gags. Just don't run it in front of Saw. The rest of the cartoons on these tapes aren't that bad. With these things, like I said, it's always a selling point character with a bunch of extras, so the rest of the cartoons are pretty hit and miss, and to be perfectly honest, I don't really remember any of them really being that much of an impact. Oh my god, it's Gritty Humpty Dumpty! Oh, that's gonna be a review in itself.